Afternoon from Browns Bay. It's the 5th of May. It is day 8 of the level 3 lockdown and day 42 of the whole process. We have ended 6 weeks, quite amazing really. For 6 weeks, we've been taken away from the joys of traffic and meetings and work and pressure of all kinds. And we've had this extended kind of break, revisiting how we run our lives and what really matters, what makes life really valuable. How is your life? Do you have a life full of joy and energy and vitality? Vitality is an interesting word. I was reading a report in which we were encouraged to work for, cultivate vitality in an organization. And when you look up vitality, of course, you either get an insurance company or some kind of health group. It's all to do with fitness or well-being of the body. But it's inner life that is really interesting. The organic life development of spiritual growth on the inside, that is quite a key thing in the Bible. In terms of what is alive and what is dead and how we actually measure that, the parrot story comes to mind again. At Easter, we talked about a chocolate parrot that we try to keep for as long as possible, and of course, it was an ex-parrot that had disintegrated when we finally opened up the wrapping of this chocolate Easter egg parrot. You can't hold on to things from the past; they have to actually be put aside for new things to come. And you can't bring to life things that have actually seen better days. The parrot sketch of Monty Python is another interesting scenario, isn't it? When John Cleese brings the parrot back to Michael Palin in the pet shop and complains that it has expired, and of course, the pet shop salesman has all these stories about it being a Norwegian blue that is pining and what have you, pining for the fjords. It's quite a funny scenario. John Cleese has a brilliant line in all of this. He says it's not pining; he's passed on. He is no more. He's ceased to be. He's expired and gone to meet his maker. He's bereft of life. He rests in peace. If you hadn't nailed him to the perch, he'd be pushing up the daisies and so forth. He's kicked the bucket. He's shuffled off this mortal coil. He's run down the curtain. This is an ex-parrot. And then the owner of the shop says, well, I better replace it. And he says, oh, we're out of parrots. Would you like a slug? Not much help there with the slug. In the movie, the full movie of that scene, of course, the pet shop owner says, I didn't want to be a pet shop owner, and then he goes off and becomes a lumberjack in Canada. So there are all kinds of ways of escaping responsibility, I guess. We can't hold on to dead things. In fact, they need to be put aside, and perhaps we need a completely new way of doing things, not just a revision, but a new life. Maybe we need to find new ways of doing work, doing family, doing community, doing finance, doing economy. I don't know if we're up to that because we're still holding on to structures sometimes that actually no longer have the power to influence things that matter. So at the end of 42 days, I hope you've got some life to look forward to. I hope you found some new sources of life and energy on the inside, things in your heart that make you get up in the morning with a sense of purpose, that you have something to do that makes a difference, that we're not just maintaining the status quo, but that we're actually creating something that is life-giving for other people. Jesus in John 10:10 talks about living life to the full. The Good Shepherd comes to give abundant life. Unfortunately, instead of having life more abundantly, in some jobs we have meetings more abundantly, and these days even Zoom can be Zoom meetings more abundantly. We do need to step back from all that stuff and cultivate that inner life, the life of the spirit, the life of the heart, and allow God to strengthen us at that level, so that we're steady and we are at peace, and we have a sense of what really has to be done and what can be left, of the things that need to be buried and put aside. So may you find some new things in the week ahead. Perhaps this is one more week of level 3, and then we'll get to a new level of freedom again. Maybe at level 2, we can try to start things in a completely different way, rather than going back to our crazy traffic and endless getting and spending, looking for things that satisfy in the wrong places. So God bless you. May your life be enriched by the things of the Spirit as you seek Him, and allow His grace to work in your life. Do take care, and we'll talk again. Goodbye from Browns Bay, and have a good evening. God bless you.